Yachting is a type of vacation typically reserved for the ultra-rich. So when my friend Ennis messaged me asking if I want to join him on a $15 million yacht for a week, I said, cancel everything, I'm going. I knew this was going to be the trip of a lifetime, but what I didn't know was that in certain parts of the world, this type of vacation is more affordable than you would expect. Today, I'm going to show you guys what it is like to stay on a yacht for a week in Croatia and how much this type of trip costs in Croatia versus the rest of the world. I think you'll be shocked to find out.
Yes, welcome to Split. Please remain seated until the crossing signal signs have been switched off. Please be careful.
Let's be real, this is never going to be a budget vacation. Typically, a week-long yacht charter in somewhere like the south of France is going to be upwards of 200,000 euros per week for just 12 guests. But in Croatia, things are very different. Something cool about yachts in Croatia is they are allowed to have more cabins than in other parts of the world. So more people could potentially split the cost, making yachting much more affordable than anywhere else in the world. I was curious why other parts of the world aren't doing the same thing, so I sat down with Ennis to learn a little bit more. What I really want to talk to you about is the price of this yacht, because I always assumed chartering a yacht would cost $1 million or something like that. So what was the price of this yacht charter for a week?
So this yacht, depending on the season, ranges anywhere from 80,000 to 100,000 euros. So that's give or take $85,000 to $110,000 a week. And that includes 4 hours of motoring every single day. Most of your food, services, staff, and on top of that, depending on like the food selection that you pick for your experience, costs can go up a little bit more, but not so much. That's give or take the range. All right, I know 100,000 a week still sounds like a lot, but when you factor in the number of cabins, it's actually a much better value than almost anywhere else in the world. So this is where it gets really interesting. A lot of the yachts that you see around the world, they're built with international standards where they can operate pretty much anywhere around the world. You can charter the same yacht in Caribbean versus Europe. International standards typically only allow 12 guests max per yacht, no matter the size. Even this yacht, for example, it's €1 million to charter per week, 300 feet long, and yet only 12 guests are allowed on board. Keep in mind, this is double the size of the yacht that we were on, which can accommodate way more people. So you can see some of these yachts in Italy, they're 75 feet long and they only have 4 cabins. Even if you were to pack that yacht full and divide everything amongst a large group, it's still gonna be over $20,000 per person. And because they have to obey these international rules, there are way more restrictions. But here in Croatia, they have some workarounds where it's actually a lot more affordable. Croatian standards allow for more cabins to be built in the same size yacht. For example, this is a 49-meter yacht. On an international standards, these yachts would have anywhere from 5 to 6 cabins. So that's about 12 guests, meaning legally you can only have 12 guests. Because this yacht only operates in Croatia and built according to Croatian standards, they can have up to 30 guests. 14 cabins. That makes the per person price dramatically lower. You can spend $500,000 for 12 guests in Caribbean, or you can spend $100,000 in Croatia for 30 guests. For a lot of these yachts in Croatia, if you are actually splitting it with the max amount of people, it could be around $3,000 to $4,000 per person. Whereas the rest of the world, it's going to be at least $20,000 per person. The only catch here is that these yachts can't leave Croatia. But after sailing here for a week, I'm not sure why you would want to leave. Let me show you guys what the week was like. The yacht that we are on is called the Ohana. It's 160 feet long. Come take a look inside. We're at the beach club right now. This is literally where you access water. Normally, this is where you have your sea toys. Something I didn't realize before going on this is that a lot of these yachts have jet skis on them and other things like an electric surfboard, a water slide, and a smaller boat that you can take inner tubing. And this is the kind of thing you don't get on a cruise ship. On a yacht, you can jump in from the boat. That is what is so cool. Heading on to the first level of the yacht, you really start to get a feel for just how spacious this boat really is. It has 4 different levels of hangout areas and cabins. Normally yachts, we'll have like an intricate outdoor seating area here, but because this is designed to accommodate as many people as possible, they kind of left this area simple. That's why there's a staircase here going up.
There's a wraparound walkway all through this level, leading us to the main gathering area called the SALON. This is where we usually had breakfast and dinner each day. It had plenty of space for the whole group to fit.
It's nicely air conditioned, so if you're a little hot out there, you can come in here, feel a little bit cooler.
At night, the crew serves dinner and they set the table so it feels more like a restaurant. It's cool. It's kind of like the living room for all of us to hang in.
We have the bar here. One of the crew members are serving us. They also have these snacks pretty much everywhere.
On the next level, there's an outdoor dining space fit for 30 people, or honestly, I think this could fit even more. The crew would sometimes set up lunch out here. I also found it to be a nice spot to get some work done because it's partially shaded. There's also an indoor bar on this level that could fit probably 15 people. There were 3 different levels of cabins. There are 30 guest cabins in total. Every room was really spacious and had its own bathroom. There's a variety of dual twin beds and queen-sized beds. The rooms are all newly renovated and they feel like little hotel rooms. It doesn't feel like a boat. Even the bathrooms, I was impressed with how big they are. Compared to a cruise ship, these are much bigger. Here's a quick look at my cabin. Doesn't it feel like this is a little hotel room? I thought it was really nice. I liked how it had 2 of these porthole windows, so it was always pretty bright in here, and the bathroom also had a window and a quartz countertop, a little ledge to put some of your stuff. The bathroom had this really nice tile. It just felt modern and very comfortable. So there were a bunch of cabins just like mine, but Ennis gave me a quick look at the primary cabin.
I know you have not seen my room. So I have the primary cabin.
Yeah.
Cabin number 1. It's full beam, meaning it's the width of the entire yacht.
Whoa. It's massive. Wow, a bathtub? Dang.
Shelby's like, this is where you lost me, Ennis.
So cool.
It's pretty big, right?
Yeah.
Check it out. It's all good.
Oh, it's really big.
It's really
oh my
spacious.
God. It's like an actual walk-in closet.
It is an actual walk-in closet. A lot of the yachts, they end up using carpet because it's good for your feet because you're barefoot all the time. Yeah, this basically primary bedroom comes with a freestanding tub. Bathroom is pretty similar to yours. Like there's nothing crazy. Same walk-in shower, toilet, but this is basically the width, the volume, and the freestanding tub is what you get to the primary bedroom.
Heading up to the top level is, in my opinion, the best of the public spaces, the sun deck. Although this is the smallest of the decks, it still is really spacious. You could probably fit 50 people up here. It has a hot tub and a lot of built-in spots to lounge. All of these are cushioned day beds, so they're super comfy, and this is where I spent most of my time while we were on the trip. We are at my favorite part, the sun deck. The hot tub, this is the best thing.
I was gonna say, you've been using it a lot. I
Yeah.
see you enjoying it all the time, and it makes sense. You dip in the water, it's a little chilly.
Yeah.
And you come up here, it's like the best feeling.
Because the water's colder, I don't even mind. I'll jump in even if it was raining because you can get right back in the hot tub.
It's also a great spot for you to jump because you have the elevation.
It's about a 20-foot drop from the sun deck, so it's definitely a thrill. They also set up a water slide, so if jumping isn't your thing, this was really fun also.
The truth is, no matter what we do, we're always pulled up here. Like one way or another, you'll end up on the sun deck. It's really open. You get to enjoy the views a little bit more. And that's why I really like that they kind of left the space open. So you have a little gym, you have multiple seating areas, lounging areas.
Yeah.
You can just be at the end with the built-in seating. So depending on if you want shade or not, come and use it whenever you want.
And then they've got the gym over here. Is this pretty typical to have it up on the sun deck?
So it's not, believe it or not, this is the first time we're seeing it outdoors. Quite frankly, I like it more. You still get to hang out outdoors, but you also get your workout done. So it's a nice balance.
And there's even more built-in seating and day beds on the opposite end, making it a great spot to hang out, or we even had a barbecue up here. So that's an overview of what the boat is like, but Ennis made a really thorough video. I'll have that one linked down below if you guys want to check that out. All right, let's talk about the food. Something amazing about this experience is that the crew prepares breakfast, lunch, and dinner. It really is such a luxury to not even have to think about it, to just go to the salon for each meal. And let me tell you, the food was really good, particularly the dinners were incredible. It would be a few different courses. Here's a look at some of the stuff that we had. This was a cheese wheel pasta. There was a lot of pasta and seafood dishes, which I really loved. From my understanding, if you were to charter this yacht, you can kind of request what sort of meals that you want. But all in all, the food was really good. The crew is very skilled in making this. Everything was really fresh, and we usually got a dessert pairing with both dinner and lunch. For breakfast, they would set up a buffet style spread. This really had everything anything you could want. There was waffles, eggs, cereal, smoked salmon, you could make toast or a bagel, and there was a lot of fruit, which I really liked. The crew even took us to shore one day and set up an amazing picnic with sandwiches, fruit, dessert. It was so good, and it was really fun to mix it up and eat on the shore. Alright, now I want to show you guys what a day in the life was actually like aboard the Ohana. Good morning. It's 5 a.m., 5:30 a.m. now. We woke up really early to watch the sunrise. That's kind of the pro of going somewhere far enough away that the jet lag messes you up in a way where it's easy to watch the sunrise. So excited for breakfast. It's looking like it's going to be a clear, beautiful day, so I will be jumping in this water. It's got to be less than 30 feet, and so I'm fine with it. One thing I like about yachting in Croatia specifically is you're never too far from shore. There are so many different islands around, so we weren't just in the middle of the sea. There was always something to look at, and you never had that feeling like you're just in the middle of nowhere. And because of this, the water was also very calm. Waking up so early really inspired me to get a workout in, which I rarely do on a vacation, honestly, but with the stuff already there, it felt right. Then of course, I had to have breakfast, which I know I already showed you guys what that is like. The previous day, we cruised about 2 hours to get just outside of Hvar and anchor at this really cool remote spot so that today we could go into the town. We are heading over to the little island of Hvar. Definitely recommend this if you're going to Croatia, whether you're on a yacht or not. You can take a ferry here too. We had quite the day just walking around this town. There's a lot to see. There's a castle, plenty of restaurants to grab a bite at. We went to this one called Adriana Rooftop, which I loved. We actually went here 2 days in a row. This place is so amazing. The view, it's unreal. So if you want somewhere with a really good view and awesome food and drinks, check this spot out. One cool thing with the yacht is that you can actually get off and go explore different islands. So it's not like you're just stuck on it the whole time. Right now we're in Hvar, which is a really cute little town. You can walk to everything. We're gonna grab lunch here, just explore. We walked all along this path by the ocean and we came across this beach resort that was right on the water, and it's actually a public beach over here. You can rent a day bed or just jump in. There's a little dock. I kind of wish I had brought my swimsuit. Something to keep in mind if you ever venture over here. We grabbed some afternoon gelato and then it was back to the yacht for some water activities. My favorite part of the whole experience is hanging out in the water. Between the jet skis, electric surfboard, water slide, and inner tubes, you really can't get bored here. Although my favorite thing, honestly, was simply just jumping off. I thought that was so much fun. And hanging out in the hot tub, watching the sunset until my skin looked like an absolute prune. And we ended the day with one of the amazing dinners that the crew prepared. Honestly, a perfect day. So that is what it's like to go on a yacht in Croatia. Pretty cool that they're making it more affordable. Still expensive, you know, but more affordable than anywhere else in the world to experience this kind of vacation. The company that charters this yacht is called Gulitz, and they have yachts of all different sizes and different price points. They actually gave a 5% discount code if you're thinking of booking one, so I will put that in the description of this video. All right, I hope that you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you in my next one. Bye!